you know what? It's been years and years and years. But look, they're finally sending me letters again. Hi, it's me again. And look, yeah, I'm getting letters from TV licensing again. Now, this is only the second address I've lived at in the last 12, 13 years. 12 years? Something like that. But my old address, I was there a year, maybe two, before I found out I didn't need to pay the license fee. I was taught by the Watching Observer, a fellow YouTuber. I don't know if he's still on here or not, but a good guy. Taught me everything I know about TV licensing, right? And I did the no license needed exemption form. And they sent me the letter, as they do, to say, blah, 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 and someone may come and visit just to confirm it. Somebody did come. I didn't really know how to handle them then, but he didn't ask to come in or anything. Quite a pleasant chap. I didn't hear anything more from it. Till 2 years later, when they sent me a letter saying, do you still not require a telly licence? I filled the form out again. A gentleman did come again. And I knew a bit more about handling. I didn't really say anything incriminating. I did talk to him more than I should. I was still green to it, wasn't I? But no, nothing coming. It toddled away, and that's the last I've heard of them. I've never had another letter saying, do you still not require a television licence? I've never had one of the shitty letters, and I never had any more visits. All right, I work all day, every day. I do quite long shifts, Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturdays as well, so maybe they did come, but they didn't leave a card saying they'd come, so I don't know if they did or not, to be honest. But I haven't heard anything from them. I'm feeling a bit lost. Maybe in the recent years they did, but as you know, I've been spending sort of half the year in Spain and half the year in the UK, maxing out the time I can spend over there. Not anymore. So I've got rid of the old address, and now I live at a brand new address, and I haven't filled out the no license needed form. And that's why this one says, to the present occupier. So I don't really know what to do here. All right, I'm not going to do the no license needed exemption again, because I've told people so many times on here that if you move, there's no point giving them your details, because you just start getting these letters addressed to you personally. At the minute, they don't know I live here. They don't know anybody lives here. For all they know, this property's empty. They don't know anybody lives here. And I'm not doing anything wrong. And if I'm not watching a recording anything that's been broadcast or using BBC iPlayer, I don't require a television licence. And I don't have to tell them that I don't require a television licence. So I'm interested to see the escalation of these letters. But one thing I did want to talk about is if I get a visit, because I should lead by example, right? And if I'm in, I should do everything I've ever said to you. You know, open the door. Hello, who are you? I'm from TV License. No thanks, mate. And shut the door. But there's a couple of things I want to talk about and get your opinion on, because they must know who I am. Not at this address, but most of them would know the ChilliJonCarne YouTube channel by now, right? I must have cost them fortunes in TV licence sales to these goons, right? I must have. So if I open a door and they recognise me, which I'm sure maybe one or two of them might be able to recognise me, is there a price on my head with TV licence? Am I just going to get bombarded after that with visits? Would it be best just to ignore them and not open the door and let them go away? I've got CCTV on my door, so if one does come, I will be able to film it, no problem at all. But should I just leave it? Or do you think they would really pile it on and come at me loads? Well, that would be quite interesting, and I'd get a lot of videos out of it. So maybe I should. Maybe I should. The other thing is, right, let's say I open the door to one, and I should do as I preach, right? I know that. But would I be then missing a golden opportunity to try and talk to one? Maybe I'd get a friendly one. You know, if I could slip him a couple of quid and have him talk to me for a minute, I'd be quite happy to do that. Not in my house, obviously, out on the street, not coming in my house. And then ask some questions like how much commission they get. Are their cars insured for business purposes? How long have you been doing it? How many addresses do you have to visit a day? It's a golden opportunity to actually get some information from a real life one. And if I get a friendly one, I might be able to have a chat. If I blur his face out, I'd offer to do that. I'd have no problem doing that. Be interesting, wouldn't it? So that's what I'm talking about here, is what do you think I should do? Everything I've ever said to you is open the door, be polite, say hello, who are you? I'm TV licensing. No thanks, shut the door. And that is how I want to deal with it and how I probably should deal with it. I could also just blank them, not open the door if I can see it's one of them. So I'm sure there must be a price made. I'm sure loads of them will want to know where I live. And I'm sure that if they did finally find out, there might be a small GDPR leak and my real name come out and everything, which wouldn't bother me too much. I've got nothing to hide anyway, but I like the anonymity, do you know what I mean? Or shall I try and interview them? Interesting question, isn't it? So as I said, I'm interested to know what you think about it. I will read all the comments to this video because I should practice what I preach, right? But would I be missing a golden opportunity to try and have a chat with one? Everything I tell you not to do, you should never ever try and have a chat with one. But for the channel, would I be missing a golden opportunity to actually get some information that we can't get anywhere else, like how much commission they earn, how many addresses they have to visit in a day, their car insurance situation, things like that. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts about it down in the comments below. Because the main thing, I'm gonna try and do it as a preach, I think, unless you all persuade me otherwise. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that way, hopefully, when all this does happen, you'll get to know about it, won't you? Ta-da.